So we've got this truck now, which it has more stability than the other truck apparently, so I'm going to go with this one. So I noticed something, by the way, when I was on the map. I'll show you in a second. Right, so I was dicking around with these things like infrastructure viewpoints and the sand quarry viewpoints, and I noticed something when I was went onto the resources. Like, for one, there's fucking logs lying right here, so that's how I can make my log bridges. Two, while I was looking around, I was at Llantivecum Castle, and I noticed this, the flashing yellow little truck. These toy trucks I found are the one of 5. There's one at Llantivecum Castle, and when I was looking around, I also noticed these quarries have been drained, and there's another one there glowing yellow. So I took the one that was over here, since it was glowing yellow. It was lying out somewhere about fucking here, because I tried to put it in there. And I took it down to the construction depot, and it was like 10 grand for that one little toy truck. I do not know where the other 2 are just now. There might be one in here. Oh, hang on. There's one of the fuckers right there. There we go, there's 4 of them. So we'll take this tanker down to Monteville, and then we'll come down here and see if we can grab that other toy truck. And then we'll go to Llantivecum Castle, pick up the toy truck there, drive all the way back. Up here. Around and down here. Oh, there's a route there, yes, the round and down there. I forgot about, that I just made. I might have even filled in, I don't know if I've like covered one of them up with sand in here, but if it is, well, it's gone. So I've been looking at places where I thought they could be and just zoomed in and had a look around for the telltale flash of yellow. And there's about 10 grand's worth of tyres lying about. Like, if you add up all those yellow tyres, they come to about 10 grand. Yes, I like zoomed in, looked around in suspicious places, and that's how I found Llantivecum Castle's one, and the one down in that quarry. And now we have one in Monteville. So where else could they be? Around the steel mill. Steel mill is that. There's a flash, but that's blue. All the clouded off areas I can't see. There's not many clouded off areas left. Yeah, I've left my 8-wheeler there to take the steel beams in. I don't think they're going to put them under a bridge. I think they'll all be on view to the camera from above on the map. It's only a case of finding them. The gas station? That would be an apt place to put one. Nope, how about the other gas station? That's a tyre. Seen a flash of yellow and homed in on it, but it was a tyre. How about the flooded village? Any yellow flashes in there? The only thing I can think of is that a high peak. It would be like a climbing challenge to get to. Because the first one I found was right there in that area. It was very obviously for the scout to get into. But at the same time, the crane could easily just reach up and grab it. But it's all been named places so far. I mean, that technically counts as part of steel pipes. Don't know much one of these is worth. I always pick one up on the way past and find out. Okay, we're now about 12 grand's worth of tyres. And then there's these things. I don't know how much they're worth either. So I found 4 of 5 toy trucks. Oh, there's a lot of concrete around the concrete factory. Yes, that one's gonna be. I don't know if that's like uranium in there. Can't see anything flashing in there. It could be hidden amongst all this shit, because it would be hard to detect the toy car amongst all this yellow flashing. And it could also be in one of these areas here that I haven't uncovered yet. There's a tire. And like I said, it also could just be at the top of a mountain. Like, explore and you find it sort of thing. Like, I wouldn't put it past them to build up like somewhere here that'd take a fucking lot of effort to reach. And then there's this place here that I can't see in. I was saying that the trees are glowing underneath there, so you think if there's yellow there that would glow. And it's a sawmill I've never been to. Right, anyway, so I am just looking around too much, aren't I? We should get going. It's been 9 minutes of me just looking around the map, trying to find toy cars. Although, having like fucking 4 of them, that's 30 grand on top of what I have. I could afford to replace a vehicle. Oh, I gotta see the viewpoint in this one. Okay, oh yeah, I'm still on camera for the fucking crane. No wonder I'm fucking having an issue with looking around. Yeah, we could easily have built a log bridge there with all the logs we have in the sawmill. Like that, the railroad was just a pain in the arse. Like, it was literally just a pain in my arse. It's like they deliberately designed it to, you know, reject anybody travelling over it. Which to me is a bad gameplay choice. If you didn't want me to travel over the railway, you should have something blocking me from getting in there. That's my viewpoint on it, is like, if you don't want me in there, don't give me the option to go in there. Because if you do, I will take the option. And if you just forcibly eject my car off of the fucking rails, or my truck off the rails, that is your being a dickhead. Oh, by the way, I completed the infrastructure one off camera. I just made a new route, drove it, the car got stuck, so I rerouted it a bit. The truck got stuck, rerouted a bit, and then the truck just disappeared. It wouldn't respawn in when I restarted the route, so I had to do the route over again, start from scratch again, and just keep going and resetting the entire fucking route every time, because whatever this bug was meant that they just, every time I stopped the route, it wouldn't spawn in the new vehicle. Doing it again. I'm like pushing a button to change target.
At this rate, Montville won't be much better off than the flooded village. If it goes under, so do half of our operations there. And our hypothetical bonus. If you can spare a moment, plot a route from the lakeside base to the relief camp. Then deliver an ample amount of concrete slabs. Montville is still dry on fuel, but I have a way to fix that. Drive the semi-truck from Montville to the oil station that needs fixing. It'll be used to tow the tankers.
Alright. It needs to get down here. I don't see anything wrong with the route until here. I can bet you that's all going to be wet mud that's going to be hard to go through. Now, what type of vehicle are we taking here? It looks like a truck. I'm just going to go the safer route. Might be longer. Yeah, it looks like that's going to be a problem area. Right, deliver this vehicle to the oil station. I'm better off just going down here. Through that. If I go around here, through here, up to here, swing it around, go down here, in here, across there, down there, and then squeeze it in here possibly. There might be a route around here, but I can't see in there. I can't be arsed going that way right now. But first, right, where's my... Yeah, this thing's reliable as fuck, so I'm expecting the cargo truck built in this one. It's basically this, but with just a cargo crane on the back here. Right. Vehicles. Quarries. There's a quarry just over the other side. Oh. Now that refills. I'm also going to get rid of that other truck. The one with the blade on it. As nice as it was, I would rather have the actual dozer with the bigger blade that can push the fucking boulders. It was a nice truck. He got around easily. Had no issues getting to anywhere. However, it had the very annoying problem that it couldn't push boulders around. Whereas the other one could. The dozer could. The mobile quarries are much better when they're quarry size, isn't it? Like maximum. I like the low gear mode because it's a nice consistent tip. When my truck's going through this no bother and I'm showing no sign of terrain deformation from going through here. Just in case we'll park up the truck. Like I said, I worked out how the sand works. It takes the volume of sand and evenly distributes it amongst the width of the blade. You can get the fuck. That's out the way of my fucking truck, so I'm not caring. Wish I had headlights here. Which is why I was getting bumpiness on the terrain before. Because I didn't understand exactly how the sand leveling worked. Okay, these trucks should be fucking pretty decent. I mean, they shouldn't get hit by boulders too much. And you'd think they'd come with all-wheel drive, to be honest with you. Like if you're taking a truck out in the back roads, you think it comes equipped with all-wheel drive. It's just a standard. Oh fuck, here we go. Now, this shouldn't be bothered too much by boulders. This has got a really high off the ground, so it shouldn't worry about boulders too much. What's that as I was seeing in the background there? It's not a resource of any kind, so... Right, route set. Next up is you. And I should be able to just drive this one there. It's a fucking semi-truck. Right, you retain. You retain. Yeah, there's no all-wheel, there's no whatever, so I'm going to have to take this head through there. Which isn't an issue because it's right there. If this had all-wheels and diffs, I would have went the other way. But it's no biggie. I can just drive right through here and go where I need to go. It's not as if I'm telling the AI to drive this fucker. That would be a nightmare. Hey AI, can you control this vehicle for me? Okay, boss, let me drive into the nearest wall for you. And if you're not used to driving a keyboard, by the way, you have to just tap it. You can't hold the steering button down. Well, it's not like a tap, tap, tap. But you have to like time the length of your steer to what you want. And you have to know when to let go, as in... There's times where you will have to just let go before the turn completes. Quite a lot of time, actually. You'll be letting go of the steering button before your turn completes. Because, you know, you just get used to, like... what the timing of the tapping and that is. Don't always get it right, but you just gradually get used to fucking timing your tap. Like there, I was holding it. Where are we going with this thing anyway? Oh. Holy fuck nuggets, that's a big bit of metal. Can I just squeeze through that gap that's been created? This thing has no power. Right. We're going to have to send in the truck to save it. I mean, I feel like that should be able to push a big core, like, piece of steel out of his way. Hang on, let me just move this out my way. Now I know I can move these fuckers. Oh no, I can't move this one. Ah, fuck you then. Wow, though, that big piece of metal in there, though. If I put that in the back of a fucking truck, I can just carry that all the way down to the metal bit. If I have to, I'll just bring the mobile crane down here and just lift the whole fucking truck up and just dump it on the fucking spot. I'm going this way for Lantevkin Castle anyway, so I may as well come out with this one and just help that little truck out, get over the fucking ridge. Like, this can literally just move things out of his way, so it should be fine getting through there. Right, yeah. Oh, that would have been an insurance claim right there. Industrial accident. Don't know why my disc. Oh, I must have hit it by accident. And windrows again, Anna. Yeah, that's 2 huge chunks of metal for recycling. We're just gonna haul the entire fucking truck up and around. Right, buddy, where you meant to be? Right. Here's your truck. It's upside down, but I got it there.
Now, let's help Montville get its own fuel going. The route between the Montville administration and the oil station is blocked. That means we need a bypass. Block that route and they'll be singing your praises. Maybe I'll even get a verse.
Oh no. 4 trucks still to go in that one. So I'll get you from there around to here. Where's the nearest quarry? Oh! I can see a way across. I'm gonna need a big dump truck for this one. Right, okay, so you're meant to come around here. Into here, across that. Right, okay, I can see a route. And if I come up here, I can go down there, around here, and go back up there to Lantevkin Castle. Just drive into there, pick up the wee truck. I better get this out the way first. Yes. Right, I better take the big dumpy. I'll just crush any trees I see with this thing. I bet it just destroys all the tarmac I laid here. Uh. I better check what those vehicles have so I know if I have to tarmac this route or not. I mean, this carries 40 tons, the small dump truck only carries 10 tons, so... I could literally just fill up that entire pit with sand and just make a route across. And then just bang all the steel pipes out the way. Where am I going? No, I'm going around here. Don't fucking... That's why I didn't want to come this way around. There's a big concrete thing there. Yeah, a hand. This thing weighs like 15 times that, and it's just going to push it right out of the way. Anyway, I need an objective track. 10 concrete slabs. To the workshop. The only place we're going to get concrete is way down here. We can dump it all in the base and then carry it from the base to here. Yeah, I think this thing's too fucking heavy for the railway tracks to eject it. Like they did with the trucks on the railway bridge. Let's go, you motherfucker. We're gonna make a road, make a road. I mean, we could also just go the route of a log bridge. Straight across. Like, literally just build this big fucking log bridge across. Because option A is just to dump enough sand to fill the Sahara Desert into this pit here. And make a route that way. And just hope the fucking trucks don't fly off the edge. Option B is just to sand down that entire route there to let them go down. I am more than curious at how much sand I would need, so I'm going to quickly tip some in there and see just how many it takes just to get the first little bit up. There is a fucking quarry right there, so I'd literally just be tip, stop, fill, tip. That's not too bad. It's almost reached. It's that's like 80 tons of sand in there. This would take a while to do, but you could actually do that. While we're at it, a bridge for 5 logs would get us across there, and then I just have to take the dozer across and clear out all the fucking pipes. That's not too bad. But would they be able to turn at the other side is a question. Yeah, we can always try it. Let's go get 5 logs. Like I said, I'll use the dozer to just clear out all these fucking steel pipes. I'm going to have to sand this wee bit in as well, just to make sure they can get across there. Because this thing can get across easy. I'll guarantee you they can't. So they'll come in right there. Yeah. I can just route them through here. I do have enough points to route around though. And get them over that fucking railway. Mind you, they're small trucks, so they should be able to just drive by here. Oopsie. And I'll bring the dozer through here and just clear a path for all this shit. Oh, it shouldn't be an issue to get through there. Now, how do I get to Sawmill? Go over, go up here and follow this path around, and there's just logs lying around everywhere right at the entrance. I mean, for 10 slabs, I'll just put it on that big 8-wheeler and haul it over. I'll just use another truck with a crane to pick it up and put it in. Or just bring in the big fucking mobile crane. But I don't have to plot a route through here yet. Right, so just to my left is logs. Can this one carry these logs? Like, is it long enough? Oh dear. Okay, I can strap it down. That's all I need to know. And it's just 5 of them. How much does each of these logs weigh? Right. There we go. I mean, it's a bit long, but fuck it. If it works, it works. We've sunk significantly into this mud. But all's well that ends well. we now have enough logs to make that bridge, and we'll just drive the trucks right over it. So the only thing left to do is clear out the pipes that are blocking the way and fill in that little bit of watered area. At some point I'll get those toy trucks. I might do that off camera if I don't have time, because yeah. Right, so they'll be coming out of here to the left and coming up here through this. I'll bring the dozer along and just push anything in the way out the way. I wonder if I can get them to squeeze through here. Probably not. Probably better just to go the long way and just have the dozer clear out all the concrete. I wonder if the dozer can just push all the concrete debris onto the recycler as well. Just fuck trying to... Then we'll go like around here. That's going to be a bitch to do, getting the trucks to do that properly, but... Then we'll have them swing around and they should be able to just drive over that. Swing around into here. I'm going to have to reduce the amount of points I've got on my waypoints down to do this, but that's fine. We get to here. We just had the biggest jump ever, because the suspension system can just launch a truck into the air. Dozer can clear that sand down a bit as well. Right. Right, so it's just this one, and it's a hard route. Fair enough. What is the fucking vehicle going to be like? It's not telling me what the vehicle's going to be like, so I'm just going to assume it's going to be a dickhead of a vehicle that's going to be a pain in the arse to deal with. There we go. Less imbalanced now. Oh. It's automatic low gear when I use automatic manual adjustment. I could have just used the car transporter, but I'm going to be clearing debris out the way along the route, so... Besides, it's mostly tarmac to there, so... Not as if this is going to have any trouble getting there. And there's that other dozer that's coming up, which is the tracked one. And I'm wondering how that works. You think tracked would be better for going through any terrain, but it isn't like if you've got tracks you can go anywhere. You know, there's still limitations on what you can do. I hate the fact that I have to engage low gear automatically when I use manual mode, but otherwise this is a good vehicle. Right, let's just clear this path of any obstacles. They should be able to make it through there. If I just give this a little push out the way. Give this a little push out the way. See, I mean, if I can push the concrete at the concrete plant into the fucking recycling area, that would be awesome. I've also got the dozer from the DLC, but I need to buy that, which is kind of shit. Like, I pay money for the DLC, but I have to buy the thing in game, and it's fucking expensive. If you're going to have to buy it in the game, at least make it fairly cheap. I mean, that's after I had to pay real fucking cash for it. So, no, I didn't get to pay real cash for it. It came free of charge with the other DLC, but... Right, they should be able to just drive over here. And they should be able to make it around one of these ways, the left or the right. Left might be better. I mean, right might be better. Gives you a better angle as well. For here. Come in here, and there's nothing in their way. The only question is how they navigate going down here. Right, now, the fun bit. Let's clear a bit of this sand out of the way. Right, that was fairly fun. Tried fill this pit in. I wonder how much sand it would actually take to fill this in. Oh. They should be able to bump up there. Woo! There's no guardrails here. Right, so... let's get a little path for them. Doesn't have to be the biggest path. Just has to give them room. To get down there. And then we'll fill that in with sand. Right, now. Can I just knock this fence down? Of course this thing goes up there, no issue. That bump probably doesn't even count to it. We'll fill that in just a tiny bit. Make their route through a bit easier. Then they'll go down here. They should be able to go here without an issue. And then this will be the tiny problem here. Can I look at my dog taking a shit there? And the way it was, like the back end went face down to me. That should be a bit of a smoother transition into here. Fuck it. We're rock and rolling. We're going to push this wee fucker out of the way. I'm betting that's where they're going. Right, so it's going from here to there. Oh dear lord. Oh fuck. Nobody mentioned it was a fucking semi. Nobody mentioned semi. I'm going to have to get a semi truck through, well, articulated lorry through here. In theory, that's possible. I'll edit that in a second. I just want to get the route plotted out. Oh shit, now I'm going to have to work around that as well. Oh dear lord, a fucking articulated lorry is going to have to go through all this. And it probably doesn't have all-wheel drive or fucking... It only has low gears probably. Given how it's a hard difficulty route, I'm saying it only has low gears. It has no high gears. Well, it cleared that. That was my biggest worry, was it getting over that bridge. The next big worry is coming up. Getting past that fucking timber. Yes, well, it can... Where's my truck? Oh, you son of a fucking bitch! Just doing this again. Oh no, it spawned back here. What? There. That should let it go. Because it's so big, it spawns a point to... Well, I don't know why it spawned all the way back here. But maybe that's what's happening with other trucks last time. They were just spawning way further back than I realised. But yeah, because it's so fucking long, if it spawns at a point where it should be turned already, it causes problems. I mean, it's getting up, but where are you? Can you make it over this? Okay. I might have to sand that bit there to get them to go up it. Oh, for the love of Christ. They're trying to go straight in a line too. They're trying to go in a straight line to that fucking point because that's the next waypoint, and they're all the way back here. That's why we went off the edge of the bridge. Right, I'm going to have to... Right. And while I'm at it... That way, it'll spawn back here where I want it. Right. Jesus fucking Christ, man. Semi-trucks. Once they get over that bit there, though, it's all concrete. I'm glad I sanded that bit down there at the bridge. Oh my god. The rain's probably not helping either, because I'm pretty sure when it rains the soil comes wet. And more slippery. Worst comes to worst, I will asphalt this bit as well. Yeah, no wonder it's a hard rating. Semi-trucks with nothing but articulated lorries, semi-trucks that only have low gears. Oh my god. And are dragging a heavy, heavy load out. But we're going to do this, like. Even if at the end of the day I have to just sit with the fucking dozer right behind them and just fucking push them up that fucking hill. They're going up this hill. One way or another, they're going up that fucking hill. One way or the other, they're going up this hill. No matter how much help I have to give them to get their arses up there. Oh my god. Here we go again. Oh right, yeah, I moved that, didn't I? That was my fault. I forgot to move that. For once, it wasn't them. Like, usually it's their fucking ability to follow waypoints is a fucking shite. But I just forgot to move that. Like I said, worst case scenario, I'll bring the tarmacer in and just tarmac that entire hill. Right, so there's no helping that. There's going to just spawn there. Right, we'll bring in the tarmac and the roller, and we'll get it tarmacked. And if that's the last of it I have to deal with, that's the last of it I have to deal with. We know what the roller's like when it's getting fucking trolleyed. Right, roller on first because it's getting used last. And the question is, do we want a new roller? But this is doing the job, so... Oh, for the love of fuck, man, will you just... That's what I don't like about trying to load it onto that. It's hard to see where the tracks are to line them up with those tiny little ramps. You get a very small window of where you can go up. Yeah, and I don't like it being here. We're just turning into here. Because I need a better turning angle to get around here. Rock and rolling. Or asphalt rolling at this point. That's a... And if this big fucker can get through, those semis, articulated trucks can get through. I've heard BP call them with semi so many times now that I just use semi. But they're articulated trucks. And I tell you, if I have to, I'm going to take the fucking mobile crane down there. And I'll fucking attach it to the front of their vehicles and I'll just drag them right up that hill. You know, one way or another they're getting up that hill. If I have to pick the semi-truck up with the fucking mobile crane and just carry it over, I will at this point, because I hate these hard missions where it's just thing after thing after thing. But so long as it's problems that aren't the AI not following my path, then I can deal with it. Come on, surely you got the power to drag them up an incline like that. This is the big Russian rescue truck from fucking mud runners and spin tires and snow runner. It should have the power to pull these fuckers up a tiny incline like that. I wonder... Since I'm controlling this... Yeah, it got around, no problem. Oh, this might present a problem for those semis. Well, it's not a problem that can't be solved without the liberal application of sand. Or the liberal application of a fucking dumper truck ramming its ass right over there. We're going to asphalt this entire thing. I'm here, I'm going to asphalt it all. And my little fucking asphalter can get up and down this path with no issue. So those fucking Arctics should get their arses up here. And that's before the asphalt's down, so... And I get it's a game called Roadcraft where you're making roads. So this bit of it isn't a big of an issue. Like, I'm supposed to be making roads, so... And believe me, if my little fucking roller and asphalter can get their asses up and down this. I'll need to use my... single wire, please. I don't want to drag the whole asphalter. Roller. Or maybe I should just lift the whole fucking thing up and move it. Okay, not gonna work that way. Come on! Right, fuck it, I got it on its own. I can't help noticing though that the fucking trucks were going as close to that corner as possible. You'd think like rolling the tarmac would make it a bit smoother. Right, now. So I might wanna edit this route a bit to force them to come out here a bit. Oh my god, these routes though. They're an absolute nightmare. Yeah, see how much easier that is now that they're on tarmac. They're just going up there like it's nothing. Right, okay, so we have navigated one of the worst bits of this. Don't drive into the... Right, okay. The question is where they're going to fucking... respawn. All the way back here. What is their fascination with spawning here? I don't understand why they're spawning all the way back here. For whatever reason, they're spawning back here and just... Yeah. So this semi-truck that I delivered, or this fucking articulated truck that I delivered to them upside down, is now what's taking this lot here. Still, my little road is doing its job. They're navigating their way up here. I just don't understand why they spawn back there. They're supposed to spawn at the nearest waypoint. Right, he cleared it this time. Right, turn. Now, will they be able to deal with all this shit on the ground? They should be able to just drive right over it. Yes. So now it's just navigation. It's all concrete from here, so it's just navigation that's going to be the problem. It might be where they can spawn the truck in. Like, is enough space to spawn the truck at the waypoint. Because some of those tight turns are going to be, but why all the way back there? Surely the hill would have been a better bet, but whatevs. As long as it gets round here. Right, navigated, so whatever. It's now can it get round these turns? It has successfully cleared this. Oh shit, did I take account for where the rubble is? Yes, I've managed to successfully get round here. Right, so everything is golden. The next problem is going to be getting in that gate. Getting in the gate of this building. Because it's got that fucking big barrier right there. Take as much swing room as you need and get your arse in there. Oh, come on. Right. Right, where are they spawned? Don't. Oh my god! Seriously? Why do you need to be all the way back here? Why? If you're all the way back here, follow the waypoints from back here, for the fuck's sake. I don't understand this. I don't understand why they won't spawn closer to the nearest waypoint. They've got plenty of room up there. I mean, they could just take the nearest point to the waypoint and then cancel all the waypoints in front of it so that it'll go from that waypoint forward. Or it should automatically cancel all the waypoints from where it's spawning so it'll go by the route. Well, not cancel them as in remove them, but cancel them as in say they've not been cleared yet. So it'll follow the route. That's a fucking big failing on. This is the game being an asshole, not me. Okay, my route was fucked. That's my problem, but the fact where the trucks are spawning as a game being really bad. So it's just basically clearing that rail and then turning, and it's just making it round. But that's fine, as long as it makes it round. Do not hit that fucking thing. That is a fucking close call, but there's no driver. It's the wave of the future. It's AI. This is AI controlled driving right here. If it can't do it in a fucking game where it knows everything around it, how the fuck's it going to do it in real life? If anybody tells you AI cars are the wave of the future, point to AI cars in games, man. Because cars in games are controlled by AI. And they can't even fucking follow a line. I mean, if it was me and this was real life, that fucking building would be gone right now. I would have put the fucking bulldozer right through it and just made my own path right through that. The building would be gone. And those things, whatever the fuck they are, they'd be gone. It'll just be a straight through path. And it's like, nah mate, I'm not turning, you're getting out of my way. Right. This is the biggest problem though. I'm having to reset it and wait for them to go through all of that again so I can see if they make it through here. Why are you turning so tight? I mean, you made it round, so fuck it. I just don't get why they're turning so fucking tight. Right. So it's 10 trucks I'm going to have to wait on getting through.
That solves Montville's fuel problem. Better clear your schedule for that statue ceremony.
Now we need concrete, so that can be left. No, we'll use that to bring the concrete. Get rid of any excess vehicles, so alright, so how many concrete slabs do we have? And we don't have any slabs in, right? Now where's the dozy woozy? We'll see if we can't just push a bunch of concrete into it. But 10 slabs? Oh my fucking god. That's going to take a while to get all that. Right, vehicles, resources. Yeah, all of that is concrete. And then there's all of this down here, which is concrete. It'd be great if this could just push it instead of fucking rock and rolling. That was 2 slabs. another slab. Shouldn't have those 10 slabs. Just you and... these two. Only 7 slabs. That's a fair amount I just moved with this though. That was worth a fair bit. And this can do 1 by 1 easily, but the dozer was pulling 2 or 3 at a time. Oopsie. There we go. bring down the 8-wheeler. Because I'm carrying 10 of those slabs, and I'm going to use the bigger truck. Oh shit. If this truck can put up with me doing that, then... Hang on. That's better. Right, so it'll just spawn it in a place where it won't. Hey-ho! Worst case scenario, we can load this truck up with some slabs and load the other truck up with some slabs. I mean, this has got, what, 4 on it now. Prioritise the one I'm looking at. I mean, I got it right in the center of the screen. But it's still... So it's got like 7 on it. Why did it prioritize a truck? See, it prioritizes anything but the one I want. The one I need. Oh, yes, indeed. Right, fuck, I don't have to, like... unload it all at the other end. Big boy can carry the 7 slabs, and this one can carry the 3. Oh, that tipped like fuck. So where are these going? Oh, way up there. So I'm going to have to follow this road. Right, so I'm going to have to get out here, go down over this bridge, go down here, get onto this path, go up and around here. This is going to be a hell of a drive, and we have to do it twice. It's going to be faster than me trying to reload it though. The alternative is going up here to this base and going through here, following this route I've already made, and coming down here. But that would require getting over here. So no matter what way I'm doing it, because I'm going to have to go through there with a very bouncy truck, and then get to this asphalt road all the way up here, and it only becomes weird here. I'm going for a long drive, whatever I do. Well, coming out of here and following this road down. Yeah, turn right here and follow the asphalt road. And the main worry is going to be getting down here. And worst case scenario, the mobile crane can come in and just pick it up and lift it over it, and it's annoying. As long as I don't hit any bump too hard. Now the biggest problem is going to be down here, getting across this deep mud. But the 8-wheeler should have no issues with this. Then you have to use 8 low gears. 8 powered wheels are very helpful. Take the hit and go left a bit because that was starting to tilt. That was tilting quite a bit. Taking a bit of a wider angle there because it was tilting. Right, that should be the last of the major problems out of the way. Now it's just a matter of getting there. And then I've got to do all this with the concrete, the steel beams and the steel pipes. And those tension straps must be fucking strong. The way that was tilting, and they were just holding it all in place. Well, it's nice though, I know where 3 more trucks are, so if I come back next time and there's 30 grand extra in the bank, and it says 405, you know why. I haven't seen an infrastructure completed thing in a while, so maybe all the trucks got through now. I'll wait till I'm on the bridge to check that. Nope, there's still 5 trucks to go. Oh, here goes another one. Four more trucks to go. Right, there we go. All the boulders are no longer a problem. Hopefully. Right, I wouldn't want to be the mechanic looking at the suspension system of this thing when I get it back. Right, boss, your suspension is just fucked. Right. And I'm glad I didn't have to plot a route for this. Like, getting sweaty fucking fingers like from driving all this driving the fucking trucks. And I'm coming back with the other truck, the other 3 slabs. I try to avoid the tipping area, but honestly, compared to the one back there next to the fucking between the gas station and the tunnel exit, this is easy. Again, I just didn't want to load it all again at this side. I know perfectly well you can load the resources in one base and take them out another. I just didn't want to do it. Let's take the path of least resistance. Well, at least amount of tipping for this truck, because it is top heavy. Its centre of gravity is probably in line with that fucking 5th slab. 4th or 5th slab there from the bottom. I did it without low gears, so yay. I mean, if those trucks without any all-wheel or diffs could get through, then this fucker should get through. Oh, hang on, it just has to be stored in our... You motherfucker! You motherfucking piece of shit, it just had to be stored in our base. I thought it was going to be fucking stored there. Or they're going to make me take it down there afterwards. Oh my god, no, 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 no. We just did that entire fucking drive for nothing. Man, you lot just sat there quietly and said, fuck you. I was going to let you do that. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Well, to be honest with you, that's my mistake, so... I'm not that worried. That was a mistake on my part, not the fucking game's part, so... It quite clearly says store resources, but the quest marker was on that. Right, fucking hell, man. Oh shit. Oh, there we go. Let's just get these up here. And if they go in and it stores and it says 7 out of 10, then we know we're in the right place. Yep. I just went on a fucking mile-long journey for no reason. I could have literally just dragged them all the way up there.
Now that we have those reinforcement plates locked and ready to go, let's save this town. Grab those plates and install them near the Montville shoreline.
Oh, sweet Christ. So I'm going to have to pick them up and get down to there and install these. That sounds like a job for the mobile crane. Well, I'd have to get the mobile crane down here, around there, and park up here, and then lift the fucking plates. Or the alternative is, can I sand? When in doubt, sand the fuck out. Where's the nearest quarry from there? Oh, up there. Oh, hang on. I could bring them down here. Like just come down this road here. Drive down here. Drive along here. And drive the mobile crane, like, as close as it can into there. Or even just put a wooden bridge across there. Yeah, just put this wooden bridge here. And have the crane park here and just dump them into there. I mean, like, we've got plenty of logs up here. So we just drive out, drive up here even, across all this shit. Well, I know if we bring the mobile crane, it's just going to go straight in from here, but I'll have to go down here first and lift them onto the bed of our fucking truck. Now, luckily we've left the Excels up there. But this will be for another time, because that's about 8 o'clock, so I'll hang on, while I'm up here, have a quick look around this thing and see if there's any yellow of a toy car. No, but there's plenty of logs. Right, well, probably off camera I'll go build that bridge, and I'll get the steel plates down there, and then I'll bring the fucking crane down. And I'll also get those toy cars I've spotted, and get them out the way. Just have a quick look around the village, see if there's anything that looks like a toy car. No. That's a tire. And just, like, there's one down here in Monteville. Yeah, there it is there. There's one in the castle. So I'll get the one in the castle, get the one there, and drive them all the way back down to here. There was one in the quarry. And like I said, there might be one here somewhere. I'll have to explore that off camera. But I can't see under there. Yeah, so I can build that bridge, I can get the free toy cars, and that'll get me up to about 80 grand. Oh, Jesus, they're still going. So 2 more trucks. Oh no, this is the last truck going now. Right, anyway, so I wonder if we might use this one. to provide power to that. Like going up here and across there somehow, or going from here. Nah. That seems like a fucking death wish doing that. Anyway. Or it'll be like in the middle of a fucking lake. And you'd have to like drive out to get it. Or maybe it's going to be like in the middle of this, and when I drain it, I'm going to find it down here somewhere. Like in the middle of this shit. Or maybe it was here and I've just went over the top of it with fucking all this sand. Yeah. Anyway.